And welcome back to episode 2 of the playoffs of season 4 of this series, where we're meeting up against our division rival, series rival, Kansas City Chiefs. Pretty sure we've only beat them once this entire series, and that was this year in our last game played, I'm pretty sure. So hopefully momentum on our side. They're a high-powered team, 85 offense, 87 defense, which is higher than our 83 offense, 81 defense. So hopefully we're coming in ready to play. We destroyed the Patriots in our first playoff game, 35-0. I think I maybe played 3 downs that entire game, under a minute right before halftime, basically just to make sure none of those Madden shenanigans take place where the offense just goes 30 yards, another 30 yards, and find themselves in the end zone in like 10 seconds. So just make sure that didn't happen. I think that was the only time we actually were in, but we really didn't have much of an impact whatsoever on the game. The sim really took charge. 35 points for our offense. Defense allowed 0 points. And I think they got close to the red zone a couple times, but we ended up forcing some turnovers and got to think a stop on maybe a 4th down attempt. So tremendous game for us, but we have to continue that every single game. So we're going to need to see that continue here today, and I think it's going to be another blizzard game. All right, fellas, as I'm sure you're all aware, the forecast is calling for blizzard-like conditions out there this week, as expected for far less than ideal conditions back-to-back weeks, and we handled it pretty well last week. The snow is a great chance, or is a great equalizer. No idea why I read chance. And even the Chiefs are a dangerous team, even in regular circumstances. They definitely are. The surface is going to be slow, footing is going to be rough, and we're going to have to play fundamentally sound football all around to win this game, which we did fantastically last game. So really good. We saw this last time. Trouble accelerating, change of direction, and reaching top speed. Luckily for us, we have a pretty fast team, so that really showed in the last game. Beat the Chiefs. That's obviously the goal. It's playoff time. And as I have mentioned, they are our rivals. Coach, it's not often you have to play someone for a third time, but you're facing a familiar foe this week in the Chiefs. What are you expecting in this game? We could either get a boost to hit power or play recognition. I'm going to go with the play rec. It's going to be a battle of wits. We know them, they know us, and we're going to find out exactly who knows the other better this weekend. Defensive players on both teams will have a +5 play rec. Well, I wish they told me that the other team was going to get a boost too. Beat the Chiefs and advance to the next round of the playoffs. Obviously, that's always the goal. Coach, you're up against the Chiefs this week, as we know, and they've been playing great football lately. Can you end? Jesus, I should read a bit better. Can you end their win streak? Be confident. I feel pretty good. They've looked unbeatable the last few weeks, but we have a locker room full of guys ready to step up to the challenge. Plus, we've played really well recently. We were on a 6-game win streak. Chiefs are playing well, and all players have a +10 break tackle, play recognition, and tackle for this game. Vote of confidence has your team fired up. We will get the same boost. Beat the Chiefs, steal their momentum, or just end their season, more likely. Or would be the case if we beat them. Not really steal their momentum. But yeah, 6-game win streak for us. We've put in those 6 games 2 shutouts, one against the Rams, 20-0, and then last game against the Patriots, 35-0. It's a big game. We're back to a fully healthy roster with Callaway back at receiver, Schultz at tight end, and Radarius Carrington back at linebacker. So, full health. Now it's time to head on into this divisional playoff game against our biggest divisional rival. Welcome to Arrowhead Stadium, where it's quote-unquote blizzard-like conditions in this AFC divisional matchup. 1 seed versus 7th seed. Barrios is gonna, or not Barrios. Is it Barrios? And that's not good. Our slot corner, Lowell, injured on that play. I believe that was Scotty Miller, actually, who got the toss. We'll get forward for a gain of 3. They'll toss it to the outside here. Zeke trying to get around the edge. Flag down, but we get a stop in the backfield by our corners. Either way, they're backing up here. It'll either be 2nd and 17 or 3rd and 8. We'll see what CPU chooses. It looks like 2nd and 17. No updates so far on our injured cornerback. Lewis Marshall, I believe, is coming in his place. Teddy B's going to drop back and throw it out to a wide open Scotty Miller, who's going to get forward, fumbles it out of bounds. We'll bring up a 3rd and 2. And on 3rd and short, they'll come out, bunch to the bottom, lone receiver, might be their tight end up top. Zeke runs out of the backfield. Teddy B's going to find a wide open 12. He'll get forward for the first down. Can't remember who 12 is for him. I know they have a couple good guys out there. Terry McLaurin up at the top with the star icon under him. Zeke in the backfield, Conklin at tight end. And they're going to find another open guy, 81 here. Can't remember who 81 is for him, but either way, a really good offense. That is M. Sandrick. Doesn't ring a bell, might be a draftee. And on 2nd and 4, staying out shotgun. 3 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Zeke in the backfield. Teddy B drops back, going to get the ball to Zeke on an attempted screen pass, but they only had 1 guy out front blocking, and that'll be a loss, maybe tackle around the original line of scrimmage. Justin Reed came crashing down to get that stop. 3rd and 4, another pass attempt to the outside, and completed. Rashard Bateman holds on to it. Adoree Jackson was there, just wasn't able to break that one up. Now down to the 44. Staying out of the shotgun, a lot of shotgun formation here for these two teams today. Teddy B drops back again, going to try to scramble, but he's going to find Nathan Gregory for a loss. That sack just fell into the lap of Gregory. We'll take it, loss of 7. We'll bring up a 2nd and 17. Now they'll go empty set. 2 receivers to the top. Oh, it looks like they actually have a tight end up there as well, just barely off the line. 2 receivers to the bottom. Teddy B is going to find Terry McLaurin, who's going to break first contact, get a couple extra yards, but now he's shaken up, holding maybe a hip area. Not sure. Unfortunately, Madden doesn't really give us updates on their injuries unless you go into the injury report. But could be a loss, at least for a little bit, for the Chiefs. And of course, I have not heard anything about our injury with Lowell. Currently don't see him out there at this point. Teddy B going to roll out again, going to find Zeke. They're not going to get the first down. Good stop from our defense. 4th and 4 from the 37. We very well could see the field goal unit coming out here for the Chiefs. But no, they bring out the punting team, so maybe field conditions playing a little bit of a factor here. They'll be punting. No, fake. And we're there to get the stop. That's actually a fumble. Justin Reed get the sack. Fumble scooped up by, I believe, the Tredarius Carrington. And that's going to be a scoop and score. We're on the board. Offense hasn't even touched the field yet. And that is our rookie middle linebacker back for his first game since, I believe, week 17. In his first playoff game ever in his career, he's going to get the scoop and score, put us on the board early, considering, like I said, our offense hasn't even seen the field. And Jake Bailey boots the PAT through, so we find ourselves up 7 right now. A little over 4 minutes remain in the first, and there's almost a sack. But another turnover, that's picked off. I believe that is Paulson Adebo makes first guy miss. Can he get around the edge? That's another touchdown for our defense. Back-to-back plays where I guess the other was special teams, really, where we forced the turnover, scoop and score. Now we get the pick 6 with Paulson Adebo. Madden is in our favor right now. Defense putting up a game. We get the pressure with Simpson. Great job from Paulson Adebo to get back over, closes out. Rashard Bateman gets the catch, makes some guy miss. Great blocking from his teammates, and we find ourselves in the end zone again, 2 scores up without our offense even touching the field. Northrop came to us at the beginning of last episode talking about how DeCastro will most likely retire after this season, and the team really wants to let him go out on top with a Super Bowl win. And right now they are playing exactly like that. 2 fantastic drives for our defense / special teams. Teddy B's just scrambling, no idea where to go. Gonna be a sack. Tresman Reed the defense for us, while they are the lower overall, are the heart and soul of this team. And they are putting together a fantastic playoff push right now to help elevate the offense and help us win that Super Bowl, finish this challenge, and let DeCastro retire on top. 3rd and 7, shotgun set, 3 receivers to the bottom, Conklin just off the line up top. They're going to go to Zeke, who should get forward, and he will get forward for the first down, about a gain of 10, 11 yards. Only incompletion on the day for Bridgewater was that pick 6. But the defense doing enough, bending and then forcing some turnovers. And I'll take that any given Sunday or Monday or Thursday or whatever day they end up playing these games. He's going to get the handoff in the backfield. Had some misdirection. Hufanga will get over there to get the tackle. Will be a gain of 12 yards. The first actual rush so far for Zeke. We'll get forward for a first down. Now they're switch up position and styles a little bit here. 2 receivers up top, including Conklin, and then another 2 to the bottom. Going to go with a draw play and a nice tackle there from Harrison Phillips. Sheds the block, gets the quick stop, only a gain of 2 for Zeke, who's just huffing and puffing back there. I don't know, maybe age getting to him at this point. Going to hand the ball off to him again, and we're there pretty quickly once again, and Lewis Marshall is still out there at slot. So no updates so far on our injured Jabari Lowell, that's his first name. So hopefully nothing too serious, but the fact that he's not out there seems like it could be. Staying out in the shotgun set, 3rd and 6. Going to roll out, and they're going to find an open Scotty Miller again. Nice pass from Teddy B on the run, too, with a pretty accurate pass across body. And it kind of seems a little bit like they're attacking that slot spot with Lowell out and Lewis Marshall coming in, who did start for us the previous 2.5 seasons. Not series, 2.5 seasons. A.J. Dillon comes in to spell out. Zeke will get a nice chunk on first down, 4 yards. However, it looks like number 16 is in, and he was huffing and puffing too. So they have some interesting running back issues as the quarter comes to an end. Our offense still yet to take the field, but we find ourselves up 14-zip with a fake punt that was a sack fumble, scoop and score. And then we had the pick 6. However, 3rd and inches here to start the second quarter. Run down the middle. We got a decent push up front, but we weren't able to get into the gap. Bobby Okereke brings down 16, but after he gets the first down, that is Hazelwood. And the Chiefs find themselves in the best position that they've had so far at the 18. They check to an empty set, send their running back all the way to the top of the screen. Teddy B will drop back. We have a bit of a rush coming around the edge, but Teddy B steps up. Going to find Scotty Miller again attacking that slot, and they're going to find themselves down to the 2. Scotty Miller definitely their biggest threat at this point with, I think it said 5 catches, 65 yards. So a little bit concerning there. Take a handoff. Hazelwood going to maybe jump over a guy, maybe just a jump cut. Chiefs find their way into the end zone. Our first points given up in 5 quarters of play. Possibly even more than that. I can't remember the last score of the Week 18 game. And for the first time in this game, sitting at just under 7 minutes remaining in the second quarter, our offense takes the field. Going to send McCaffrey out to the top of the screen. Empty set now. Northrup drops back. And that's where he goes. McCaffrey going to scoot forward for about a gain of 10.5-ish yards. I'll mark it as a gain of 11. And what we desperately need here is a long drive from our offense. Give our defense a bit of a breath, really. They need to regain their stamina, fix some of that fatigue from the first 3 drives. Basically, they played every play of the first quarter pretty much. We're not going to get anything here on the first down rush. They're going to be generous and say we gained a yard, probably maybe a half yard. Not a whole lot there on the first run, as it looks like we bring in Penny here. Is going to try to stretch to the top, not able to get by 26 or 94, and basically just get back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9. We'll come out in an empty set. 1 receiver to the top, 1 at the very bottom, and then a bunch just below the line. Northrop will drop back, and then he's going to go for Generals, who has some space. That spin move almost cost him, but he'll fight through a couple of those tackles, stretch forward, and he's getting the first down by a good couple yards. Generals has definitely taken over that number 1 receiver spot for him, and that's where we moved him back to. So hopefully we'll see a couple more deep shots to him. We didn't really see Callaway get much deep shots, although there goes Christian McCaffrey. He has speed, and he has 6 more points in this playoff run for us. We're going to find ourselves up 21-7 with a made PAT. This team coming together in the playoffs, fighting hard. Phillips celebrating on the bench, just egging on the Chiefs fans behind. We had just a nice drop back. We found McCaffrey wide open. Closest guy was maybe 5-10 yards away. Mold's probably the closest one. And the Chiefs offense will take the field here, starting at the 32. Pretty decent field position to start. Kickoff just kind of seemed to float in the air, only made it to about the 10. They had a solid return, trying to get the screen pass out here to their 4th running back of the day, 35. I want to say it said Winters. Couldn't quite tell, but Harrison Phillips there gets the tackle for a loss of 2. Now they'll change it up here. Empty set. Looks like about 3 to the top, including Conklin, who's just off the line. 2 to the bottom. Wallace trying to get around the edge, but Reed gets there instead. His 2nd sack of the game. This line that we've built is just insane. We could get pass rush from any different spot of the line. And then we have some solid run stoppers in the middle with Harrison Phillips. And then Tresman Reed also really talented in that aspect as well. He's probably one of the most impactful all-around defensive linemen that we have. Wallace probably has more sacks, but I feel like they're close. But Teddy B taking some hits today. 3rd and 23. They do not come out an empty set. Winters back there to block. We'll pick up a pass rush. Gregory in pursuit, trying to get to the outside. They will find Scotty Miller, who's going to get about to the original line of scrimmage. We'll make it 4th and 10 from the 32. And with just about 3 minutes remaining, just shy, we'll start here with our offense at the 23. Plenty of time for us to get down the field, put some more points on the board. Nice pass block picked up there from our running back. We're going to find Callaway for his first catch, since again, I think that week 17, maybe 18 game, where he ended up getting injured as well as a lot of our guys. Get forward for a solid chunk up to the 41. We saw McCaffrey just picked up a fantastic block. Nice pass thrown into a tight window. Not super tight, but a pretty tight window. Callaway gets the catch, holds on to it, and gets forward for about a gain of 20-ish, maybe a little bit more. I can't remember what yardage we started at. Maybe the 23. I know I said it, but can't remember. McCaffrey breaks first contact. We'll keep going. First contact got back. Jesse Bates will bring him down after a gain of 4. And there is the 2-minute warning. We find ourselves up currently 21-7 with our team doing everything possible to make sure we continue this run, put us up in the Super Bowl, win it, send DeCastro out on top, and complete this challenge. Nice pass completed here to Junior Generals at about the 40. They're going to mark it at the 42. Northrop doing pretty good in his second postseason game. Going to find Schultz, gets his first catch since coming back as well. 6 for 6 on the day for 112 yards, 1 touchdown for Northrop. 1 catch, 8 yards for Schultz. We'll probably see that go up as we really do like throwing to Schultz. Callaway on the quick slant, get the completion. Another solid catch and yardage as we now start to call our timeouts. Down to the 25 now. Just shy of a minute, 58 seconds, 2 timeouts remain for us. Another good pass, almost got the broken tackle there from Junior Generals, and we'll call our second timeout. And with 1 timeout remaining, 53 seconds, we're at the 15, just shy of a first down. Drop back here with Northrop, and that was not a good pass. They dropped one of their linemen, sat right in that zone, and should have been a pick. If it was a linebacker or DB, probably would have been. We'll get the first down here with McCaffrey, get down to about the 7. 40 some odd seconds remain. We still have our 1 timeout. Clock will roll now down inside 30 seconds. Shotgun set to the top, 1 to the bottom. And we're going to go to the bottom. Schultz gets the catch down to about the 5, and we need to call a timeout. Hopefully we call the timeout. Okay, we're going to drain about half the time remaining, and then we'll call the timeout with about 9 seconds left. Maybe take a pop shot here. If it's incomplete, take the field goal. I want to get out of here with some more points. I don't want to take a sack here. And unfortunately, the momentum from Generals carries him out of the end zone. I don't know where the catch point was. Might have been in the end zone, but Madden doesn't have that much intelligence to do a review on that. Unfortunately, we won't get any points. Still a fantastic drive for our offense as we head into halftime. 21-7, up 14, and we're definitely putting together a fantastic game. It looks like Miami barely edged past Cleveland, so if we continue what we've done here today, we will be facing the Dolphins in the AFC Championship. And we'll get in here. I did accidentally sim one play. Was a 9-yard rush from Christian McCaffrey. We brought out Bodden in here. Tight formation. He leads the way. McCaffrey trying to just shuffle around there, trying to find a gap. He will squeeze in for the first down, giving us a new set of downs at the 35. Also, didn't know if you saw at the bottom there, Lions won their divisional game, so they'll be headed to the NFC Championship. Obviously, we saw Miami we possibly could be facing if we continue what we've done so far. McCaffrey gets about a gain of 2 on the first down run. 2nd and 8. We'll go again. Run down the middle. Plenty of running room for McCaffrey. Spin move, flag down. I really hope that's not on the pancake block that Simi Fehoko just had. And they are going to call it on. Was definitely not a block in the back. He just decleated the guy from the side, but it's fine, I guess. 2nd and 1, Bodden in at fullback, 2 receivers at the bottom. McCaffrey goes towards the top, and we'll squeeze out a first down. Good hit there from Zach Collins, but McCaffrey holds on to the ball. And that'll bring up an empty look here for us, empty set here. 2 to the bottom, bunch up top. 1st and 10 at the 46. Northrop drops back. Going to go to the bottom of the screen here. He's going to find Simi Fehoko. Will make up all the lost yardage there, plus a little bit more. And another injury up front for us, this time Walker Little. Although it looks like he got up and started running towards the sideline, so maybe an upper body injury. Not sure. And it does look like that's the case. Something with the upper body. He goes, sits on the bench. Harrison Phillips checking him out. I believe it's Theo Hayes will be coming in for him, number 77 at right guard. Who's just an all-around kind of backup lineman for us, except for center. Rashard Penny checks in, gets forward for a gain of 4, finally gets some yardage on the day for him. And now looks like take him out, bring out Felton for the 2nd and 6. We'll hand the ball off to him, who a little hesitant. If he just hit the gap right off the get-go, probably would have got a few more yards there. 3rd and 4. Semi-tight formation here, a little squeezed down. We're going to find a wide-open Callaway. I say wide open, had a couple steps of breathing room. He'll get the catch for the first down. Feels like so far, most of his catches have been immediate tackles. 3 catches, 34 yards on the day for Callaway. And on 1st and 10, already down to the 27. Just under 4 minutes remain in the 3rd quarter here. Shotgun set, Northrop drops back, going to launch across the middle. Simi Fehoko not able to hold on to that one. Good job from the Chief player there to break that one up. I'll bring up 2nd and 10. Lone receiver to the bottom, bunch up top. Looks like Felton in the backfield, and that one close to being picked off. Luckily, he just went for the swat. It was also close to being completed. Maybe if that ball was thrown split second later, but if it was also a little later, probably would have been picked. So we'll take the knock away. 3rd and 10. Same formation as before. We'll drop back. Throw again. Not complete. First drop, quote-unquote, of the day for Callaway. It was in tight double coverage. We'll send the field goal unit out, kicking from about the 34, a 44-yarder. This one is up, and it's through. 24-7 with about 3.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd. And our defense will take the field here. Chiefs starting at the 25. Similar formation to kind of what we were running. Bunch to the bottom, lone receiver up top. Quick pass goes to Conklin, I believe his first catch of the game. We get forward for about a gain of 7. Tried to be pretty accurate, 15 of 16, that one incompletion being our pick 6 from Paulson Adebo. As they send McLaurin in motion, do a quick toss to him. Hufunga slowed him down, didn't get the tackle, but I think Harrison Phillips cleaned that up. Yeah. And on 3rd and 2, tight set, going to stretch it out with Zeke. We have some guys coming in. A nice stop from Paulson Adebo in open territory against Zeke, who is just a monster in Madden Sims, or just Madden franchise in general. We get the stop, 4th and 1. Will the Chiefs go for it? And they're out in the punting unit again. We saw them go for it earlier. We got the sack, scoop, and score. This time they punt it, and it is an awful punt. Lewis Marshall, please catch this. Thank God. And that will give us a first down here at the 45. Really good field position. I would, however, like to start chewing some clock. We'll see if the CPU agrees with their play calling. Will be a pass here on first down. And a very inaccurate pass. That pass about 5 yards away from either two of our wide open receivers. First bad pass we've seen there from Northrop. The last couple drives he's had some questionable decisions, but they were at least accurate decisions. Felton will get forward back basically to about the line of scrimmage, so not really forward. 3rd and 10. Staying out in that shotgun set. We're going to go for Schultz across the top. He's going to get forward for about a gain of 6, but not much here. Waste a little bit of time. 4th and 4. We'll be punting this one away. And just kidding, we're not punting it away because Madden is stupid. Instead, about a 70-yard field goal attempt. At least he made it to the goal line. Madden, fix yourself. Kicking from about 56 yards away, so about a 66-yard field goal. Come on. And that will give us the Chiefs now pretty good field position. Starting at the 44, 55 seconds remain in the 3rd. Shotgun set. They're going to send Scotty Miller in motion. Quick toss to him. Bobby Okereke trying to get out there as quickly as he can. Slows him down. Hufanga gets the tackle. And they will get a decent little gain off of that. 2nd and 6. Going to send their tight end in motion up top. And they're going to go for the handoff. It was a counter play. Tresman Reed there, Nathan Gregory there, and they'll get the stop on Zeke before he can get to the 1st. We'll bring up a 3rd and 1 that we'll see at the start of the 4th quarter. End of the 3rd, we're up 24-7. So far this game in hand. We just need to play smart to finish this one out. And I'll say this. If we win today, which so far looking like it, going to knock on wood, and if you guys can get this video with 50 likes, we'll have the next episode of the playoffs up tomorrow. So we'll have 2 episodes out on Monday, this series and the Vikings series. So if you guys can get that done, I'll make sure that I have this up for you on Monday so you guys can check out both series. If not, it will be out next Saturday. So I'll leave that up to you guys. 1st and 10 here for the Chiefs. Empty set, 2 to the top, 3 to the bottom. Teddy B drops back. Quick pass to the outside, and that may not have been caught in bounds. Of course, they're going to throw up a graphic here so I can't see. And they will say it was caught in bounds. It's quickly pushed out. Empty set again. 3 up top, 2 to the bottom. Teddy B fakes the quick pass, then checks down to Zeke, I believe. Yeah, that is Zeke. He'll get about 4-ish yards. Make it a 3rd and 3. Shotgun set, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. One of their running backs, huffing and puffing, going to bring a guy in motion. Quick toss. Can we get the tackle? Nice hurdle from 87, but he fumbles. That was Rodarius Carrington, who had the scoop and score earlier. This time he forces the fumble. Bobby Okereke scoops it up. We'll get out of bounds pretty quickly. But that just about takes any momentum the Chiefs might have been gaining right away from them. Our team has just played very sound football the last, at least, quick math, 7.5 quarters. See if they could finish that out here. Penny breaks one tackle. Cut up. No, cut inside the block. Callaway had him sealed. You got to be a little bit smarter than that. Either way, first down for us, as we should be starting to run clock. And indeed, we are now under 6 minutes remain in what could be the end of the Chiefs' run here. Hand the ball off again down the middle. Rashard Penny will get a decent gain, few yards. I have not seen McCaffrey for about a quarter. I don't know if that's just a stamina issue or if there was an injury that I was not notified of. We also haven't seen anything about the injury to Jabari Lowell, so we'll find that out after the game. Felton will get forward for a gain of a few, bring up 3rd and 4, shotgun set. Bunch to the top, looks like Generals alone at the bottom. Will be a pass here on 3rd down. Quick rush coming in. Nice completion just past the corner. That was Bradbury. Wasn't able to get to it. And then Junior General, solid hands, gets the catch. 5 catches, 49 yards on the day for him. Now bring up a 1st and 10 as we tick under 4 minutes. Heavy looking set here with a fullback in what would be an ace formation without the fullback. Quick dive down the middle, and now Jay Tuck injured for the Chiefs. I just think of Justin Tucker whenever I saw Jay Tuck. We'll bring up 2nd and 4. Still have Bodden out there to help lead the way. 2 receivers to the bottom. And Rashard Penny gets the handoff. He'll get forward for about a gain of 8 yards. Just continue to run down their throat, chew the clock, as we really want to celebrate a divisional win here against our biggest divisional rival. I mean, Adoree Jackson's already celebrating. 1st and 10 at the 42. Past midfield now. Shotgun set. Felton in the backfield. And he'll take the handoff down the middle. Break first tackle. Kind of push through another guy. Get forward for about a gain of 7. Yeah, 7 yards. Definitely seeing the David Shaw play calling here with the heavy run. We've seen, obviously, Stanford, a very heavy run team, or try to incorporate a lot of running. Last couple seasons haven't been able to run too well, unfortunately, in real life, but also in this game as well. Because we now hit the 2-minute warning. We're up. Solid margin for us, up 17. A few first downs, maybe, well, obviously one here on 3rd and 1. And then one more would definitely seal this game. Penny down the middle. Good enough blocking. They'll get the tackle just after we get the first. And they have not started to call any timeouts. Under a minute and a half remaining. Maybe they are calling defeat right now, as we'll continue to run the ball here, at least I hope. 1st and 10. Stretch, cut back. Penny, huge hit. Just got lit up by number 42. Decleated. Gets a gain of 2, though, and holds on to the ball. That's all we need. Felton in to spell him out after that big hit. Bodden's still out there to help lead the way, although he really doesn't block anyone on this play. Get a gain of a few. Under 30 seconds. All we really have to do now is just go out there and stand. Clock will tick down. Now with 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are headed to the AFC Championship. Make sure you guys get this video 50 likes, and we'll be back tomorrow to continue this playoff push. If not, we'll see Saturday with another episode. But a huge victory here today. One I did not expect, again, be such a wide margin of victory. We've played the Chiefs 2 times every year and have been beaten by them twice every year until this season. We switched it. We've beaten them twice. They did get the first game on us, but meeting for the 3rd time, we'll get that 2nd victory, and we find ourselves headed in to the AFC Championship against the Miami Dolphins. And that was a huge, huge victory for us. I know I just keep harping on about that, but I love beating rivals, especially in the playoffs. David DeCastro says they thought they had us figured out, but we were one step ahead the whole game. Such a great feeling to send something. It's just another step as far as I'm concerned. Every team in the way of a Super Bowl is our rival, so let's keep bringing the passion. Your defense will have +5 hit power for the next game. We also hear from Dontrell Northrop. One more coach, one more win, and we're on our way to the Super Bowl. We aren't going to let David walk without the chance to put a ring on, maybe. We're almost there if you guys keep playing like this. I have no doubt that we're going to win the next game and then bring home a championship after that. Technically, the next game would be a championship, an AFC championship, but it's fine. The potential retirement of David DeCastro continues to invigorate teammates. +10 morale for all players. They're already sitting at 99, so can't get any higher than that. And again, back talking to DeCastro. Let's go! I'm glad we could reward your faith, coach. It put the right kind of pressure on us to deliver and fired up the squad. I'm assuming it said, you've stolen the Chiefs' momentum, ended their season, and all players will have +10 break, tackle, play rec, and tackle for the next game. Plus, we got another 2,500 experience points. DeCastro just talking a lot today. He must want a coaching job. In all my years of playing football, I'm not sure I've ever been a part of a game where I felt the snowshoes might have been the best option. He said that last week. I'll never forget the weather this weekend. So glad I'll be able to remember it as a victory. Brrr. Your entire team gets another 2,500 experience points. I think we're going to have some upgrades to do. Now, unfortunately, gonna end on a little bit of some sad news. Jabari Lowell, who left the game injured, and we ended up not getting any information on that. His season is done. He dislocated his elbow. It's a 4-week injury. we only have 3 weeks left. So his season is done. He will miss out on playing in his first possible Super Bowl and only possible Super Bowl. If we get the victory, like I said, this series is done. Challenge completed. So unfortunately for Jabari Lowell, we will be finishing out without him. And as I sim on over here to the AFC Conference Championship week, we find that we are playing, like we knew, against the Miami Dolphins, who are also 10-7. And we just had a bunch of players from our practice squad poached. Football team signed 3 of our guys. Philip Chambers, who I believe was a DT. Kevin Hanna was a backup fullback for us. And they signed Evan Lacey, who I want to say was an offensive lineman. I can't quite remember. The Dolphins, who we are going to be playing against, they signed Marquis Molds. I want to say corner? Maybe some sort of DB. I don't remember exactly. But a few guys poached, and we will finish off this episode with a quick review of the playoffs to this point. So we can end with a little bit higher note than seeing that Lowell is going to not be playing for the remainder. So for us, we started going 35-0 against the Patriots. The Dolphins beat the Ravens 27-14. So the AFC Championship is going to be 6 seed versus 7 seed. I don't feel like that happens too often. In 4-5, the Browns barely get the victory against the Jaguars 17-15. They will then lose the next week to the Dolphins 28-27, so really close one. Then we beat our rivals 24-7. We've played very well in the playoffs. Hopefully that will continue now with a 7-game win streak. We'd like to make that 8 and then 9. Over on the NFC side, Lions were the 2 seed, surprisingly. They win against the Saints 24-17. The 6 seed beats the 3 seed Eagles 23, Cardinals 21. Green Bay loses against the 4th seed Buccaneers 28-24. Then the Lions put up a huge game, and they get the victory 35-7. Looks kind of like a combination of our 2 games. And then the Washington football team, who got the bye, so the NFC completely opposite, really, of real life. Washington football team gets the victory over the Eagles 38-35. So you will have the 1 and 2 seed Washington football team versus the Lions in the NFC Conference Championship. So either way, you're having a top 2 seed team from the NFC play against the bottom 2 seeds from the AFC. Hopefully it's going to be 7 versus 1. That could be fun. I'll also take 7 versus 2. What I won't take is a 6 versus 1 or a 6 versus 2. But like I said earlier in the game, if you guys get this video 50 likes, we'll be back tomorrow for 2 episodes this series as well as the Viking series. So make sure you guys are getting that thumbs up. You might need to share the video to some friends. Make sure they're watching. And if you guys aren't subscribed, because I know most of you who are watching are not, I have analytics I could see. Go ahead and hit that subscription button and tick that bell notification to be notified of when these videos go live so you don't miss out on any of them. You can also follow me on Twitter, as we will start to talk about the next couple series coming to the channel, and I want your guys' input. So make sure you're following over there. Link is always in the description below, or you can just look it up, BigBearB_Gaming, same name as the channel, just with that underscore. But until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye.